Marketing and budget and sync options for an event/function. Navigate to your event function. Scroll down until you see Marketing and Budget. You can decide when creating an event if you would like that event to be displayed on the upcoming events page. Click on the pencil to edit the field and select Yes to show the event on the upcoming events page or No to hide the event on the upcoming events page. You might opt to not include this event on your upcoming events page if it is a private event and not available to the public. You can opt to include the source a lead can come from. This could be that you have a Google ad running for the event and want to track where your leads are coming from. You can decide whether or not you want to create a new lead for a delegate upon registration, attendance, or survey completion. If you select Never, a new lead will not be created for any delegate that registers for this event. Once you have opted to create a new lead for an event, you can assign this lead to someone in your team. To enforce lead assignment rules, select Yes and Save. Leads can be assigned in Salesforce Setup. Navigate to Salesforce Setup, and in the Quick Find box, search for Lead Assignment Rules. Click New to create a new rule. Give your rule a meaningful name. Ensure you tick the checkbox next to Active to activate the rule. Click on your rule. And under Rule Entries, click New. Define the sort order for your rule and populate the table. For this example, we will use lead, country equals United States. Assign a user by clicking on the search tool and selecting a user. Add an email template by clicking on the search tool and select a relevant template. Click Save. Bear in mind, if you have selected Never on Create New Lead for Delegate, there will be no lead to assign to a team member. You can decide when receiving duplicate leads, whether you want to create or update the lead or do not create or update the lead. You can link your event to a campaign that you are running so that any new leads can be linked to this event. You can decide whether or not to add campaign members as delegates for your event. If set to Always, Approved Invitation Status or Proposed Invitation Status, this will link campaign members to a delegate record once they have approved their invitation or once you have sent the invitation. You can also opt to add delegates to the campaign triggered by these event actions: Never, Always, on registration, on attendance, or on survey completion. You can decide what to do if there is a duplicate contact created in your Salesforce environment. You can choose to create or update the contact record, which means that if there is a duplication, EventSpark will automatically create or update the contact record, or do not create or update the contact record, which means that EventSpark will not do anything with the duplication. You can enter the cost center relevant to this event. If you are hosting an IT Information Day, you might link the IT department as the cost center. You can also add the estimated budget for the event and the approved budget in these fields. If a delegate makes changes to their profile after registering, keeping in mind that under registration options, you need to allow delegates to update their details, you can decide where you want these changes to be synced. You can choose to sync them to a linked lead, a linked contact, or a linked lead or contact, or not to sync any changes at all. You can decide whether to sync changes to and from a delegate record to and from a contact or lead record by only syncing fields that you have mapped or by syncing fields that you have mapped and unmapped core fields standard to EventSpark, such as salutation, first and last name, email, mobile, and title. The same options apply when syncing to the delegate from the contact or lead. In order to map these fields, you will need to specify this in a custom registration form. Navigate to Salesforce Setup and go to Object Manager. Search for and click on Contact. Click on Fields and Relationships and search for the field you wish to map. Copy the field name. Navigate back to EventSpark and to the custom form you are using for your event/function. Click on the Related tab and select which field you wish to map. Scroll down to Contact Lead Mapping and paste the field name you just copied into the relevant contact or lead field. Click Save. It is important to note that any profile who will be creating contacts from the delegate guest record must have read and write access to all fields mapped from the custom registration form to the contact. In this example, we worked with the contact mapping. The process is exactly the same when mapping for leads. We hope this training video was helpful for you. Please like this video and click on the subscribe button to receive notifications on new training videos.